you for coming. My name is Ubah Gardere, and I'm one of the organizers for this event. And this forum is in response to the current negative media coverage and the recent federal investigation of our youth involved in violence in Somalia. But if we dig deeper, we find that the issues are more serious. We have hundreds of Somali youth in jails right now. We have hundreds who join gangs, deal drugs, and we have thousands who are high school dropouts. Discussion tonight is focused on using this current media coverage as a tipping point to bring these issues to the table. It's time for us to have honest conversations and discuss these issues and start a dialogue on our way forward. We know we have serious issues in our hands, but sometimes it takes a crisis to bring us together. Let's not get bummed out by that though, because we also have a lot of success stories in our community. But we normally do not highlight those, or the media does not highlight those. But tonight, let's celebrate those success stories too. We do not have to go far to find those success stories. They're right here in our panelists. And two of those success stories are our moderates, Ahmed Abdullah and Halima Sheikh Dahir. Ahmed Abdullah obtained his pharmacy degree from Washington State last year, and now he works at Walgreens as a full-time pharmacist. When not working, he's extensively involved in the community, mentoring and tutoring. He also is involved in representing the growing African community to participate in local and federal politics. Thank you, Ahmed, for being a great role model to our youth. Our next moderator is Halima Sheikh Dahir. She's a graduate of Seattle University College of Nursing. She's a registered nurse at Harborview Medical. She graduated second in her class in Takwila, Foster High School in Takwila, and now she mentors young Somali girls from her former high school. Halima also serves on the City of Seattle Immigrant and Refugee Advisory Board. I would also like to highlight that the fact this young lady is the one who initiated this whole process. She came to me with her concern about the Seattle Times front page article entitled, "Somali Bomber Suspect Tied to Seattle." Pay attention, Somali bomber. It didn't say Darod bomber, Hawiye bomber, or anything else. It said Somali bomber. She was disturbed by this anti-Somali, anti-Muslim, anti-immigrant fueled by these articles. I in turn contacted Ayan Muse, a community organizer who I previously had the pleasure of working with. My fellow community members and allies, it's about time. Let's dig deeper and let's reclaim our family, our youth, our community. Let's pump each other up and make a pact or a 5-year plan to produce more Somali doctors, nurses, lawyers, teachers, engineers, Nobel laureates, PhD holders, social workers, instead of high school dropouts, juvenile delinquents, or illegal drug dealers. Let's redirect these illegal drug dealers to be legal drug dealers like our moderator here, Ahmed. Without a further ado, I would like to introduce Halima Sheikh Dahir to the podium. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Ubah, for your passionate and very important message towards all of us. Okay, all right. Can you hear me in the back? Arsalan? Yes? Okay. All right. Thank you, Ubah, for that passionate message to all of us. I hope all of us heard it and can take that message home. And I'd like to invite Ahmed to kind of give us, in Somali, for all who have, sorry, I'm going to digress a little bit. I apologize that we're all speaking in English for dadkeena Somalida eh. And waxaan rabnay inaan message-ka ay dadkeena oo nala shaqeynaya inay helaan waxaan nala jooga media-hane marka Ahmed aan rabaa inuu nii sheego wixii oo aan meesha iskula imaanay ay ubax soo sheegtay.
Good evening. Listen, can you guys hear me to the back? Okay. Thank you. Aad iyo aad baa ugu mahadsantihiin dhammaantiin walaalayaal waxaa ka soo qayb gasheen. I'm just going to say this real quick in Somali and then I'll go back and continue with our forum for this evening. Saad ugu warqabtiin media-da aad iyo aad bay baryaha Soomaalida ugu dambeysaa oo yani waxyaalaha laga soo qoraya telefishinada haddii la daawado ama haddii newspaper akhristid waxyaalo fara badan ayaa Soomaalida laga sheegaya dhinaca argagixisada waxyaalaha ku saabsan gabdhaha labadood hadda u soo sheegeen annaga community haddaan nahay waa in aan horumar aan sameeyno anaga isku imaano sidii aan iska celin lahayn dhibaatooyinka haddeertaan na dhex maraya. Before I introduce our first panelist, there will be various of our speakers who will pretty much touch on different agendas that we'd like to get accomplished today. But our first panelist is Hassan Wardere, and this is another important thing that we have to mention, that Hassan is one of our graduates. He's a Colorado University graduate and will be soon, hopefully, will be attending University of Texas School of Law. Hassan will be talking in depth about the media's coverage on the Somali community in general. And I would like to welcome Hassan to this thing.
Assalamu alaikum. First and foremost, I love your efforts, so can you give yourself a round of applause for being here today? Ayan, thanks for the lights. I'm going to show a piece, first of all, that was done by Como 4 News. So hopefully you guys are ready for it.
New claims tonight that terrorists are recruiting suicide bombers here in Seattle.
The claims come from a Somali community leader. He says he has talked to the Seattle family of a man who's suspected of killing 21 people. Como 4's Luke Ducey is live in the Satellite Center. Luke, who is this man and what does he know about terrorists in Seattle?
Well, Dan, he is a prominent spokesperson for the largest Somali community in the U.S., and he knows a lot about terrorist groups. He's been tracking them for years. 21 people killed, and a Seattle man may be to blame. I talked with the Somali community leader who knows the suspect's family here in Seattle.
They've heard the news and they're waiting for confirmation.
He tells me the young man was in his 20s and left Seattle in 2007.
Why Como News featured Somali Community Services of Seattle in their story about terrorism. Why is Como News associating Community Service Center with terrorism?
And that his parents are shocked to hear that he may be linked to a terrorist organization.
The following are some terrible things that are being said on Como News's internet blog in relationship to this article and this video on Como News.
Now I know who's in the mirror looking back at me. For my mind is like the flowers in the spring, blooming and renewing in beauty and peace. My heart is like a river flowing free, embracing each moment that today may bring.